I got the head gaskets in today for my Evinrude 150, and I'm gonna go ahead and take off the port side heads. It wasn't actually leaking, but you know, if you do one side, you might as well do the other side. And first thing I'm gonna do, I'll start with taking out the spark plugs and taking out the thermostat. Spark plugs and thermostat. The thermostat cover takes a 13/16, same as the spark plugs. So they made that part pretty convenient. So if you have any questions, leave comments down at the bottom, and I'll be glad to answer them for you. I used the anti-seize on the spark plugs on the threads, so they come out fairly easy. If you don't, then you take a chance on breaking off the spark plug and the block, and then you got some bigger problems. Because extracting them can be not very fun. Just looking at the spark plugs, there's a little bit of oil residue on them, but it's nothing that you wouldn't expect from running an engine. Bottom one's a little fun to get to, but you know, once you break them with the wrench, just use your hand and unscrew them. All right, going to the thermostat. This is the thermostat cover right here. Give it a couple of whacks, and you'll see it starts to move. Unscrew it, and it is spring loaded. There's a spring inside there, so don't just let go of it. And there is your thermostat. That one don't look too bad. The other one on the other side was pretty burnt, and I think that's what caused it to overheat. But I'm replacing both of the thermostats anyway, so shouldn't be an issue. There was still a little bit of water pressure in there too. That's a good thing, good sign. This right here, this is a temp sensor. Be gentle with these because they're $100 a piece. But actually, I'll leave that one screwed in, and I'll just unplug them. You always want to check the wires on them, make sure that there's no frays or anywhere where it's pulled loose. Or you can tell on this one, I don't know if you can see it or not on the camera, but I put heat shrink on that one because it had a part of the insulation was wore off. Just to make sure that it had plenty of insulation. I added the heat shrink. All right, this one has two Phillips head bolts right here. And that cover just pulls back. It just accesses some of the connections for the starter. Now for the actual head bolts, it's a 1/2 inch. Or I think it's 13 millimeter if you use metric. But you just want to be gentle with these. You don't want to break any of the bolts off in the head. Just give it a good tug and see if it pops loose. get the bolts out, but do not use this to break the bolts from the head or to torque them back down, because you'll end up breaking off a bolt, or something bad will happen. You can't get it exact with this, so just use it to extract the long threads. So see, these have fairly long threads, so it's going to save me a little bit of time. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of RTV on the bolt itself, and according to the manual, these are supposed to be put on clean and dry, which means that whoever replaced the gasket on here before, they obviously used either too much RTV, or they did the bolt holes too, and you're not supposed to do that. We'll fix that. Came up very, very easy. I was not expecting that, but it's relatively clean. Now the gasket where the thermostat goes is pretty shot, so definitely good thing that I got some new ones. So I'm going to clean this up and put this back together. Oh, the head gasket on a 94, actually a 92 through a 2000, 150, or a 175, 300, I think. All of the head gasket is just the rings that go around the cylinder heads. So these a little rubber gasket that fits into a groove. That is literally your head gasket. Luckily, this side doesn't look too bad. The other side looked pretty bad. I think that's the one that was stuck closed.